This ought to be someone senior. Someone with a lot of experience.
Well, I tell you, my plate is pretty full. What with Walter's gone, trying to figure out who's going to take over the division.
The presidency of the division. Is this the move that'll put him in the spotlight?
What the hell? It'd be nice to get out of town for a while. Except...
What?
Well, Nora and I made it to the finals of the AIDS charity tournament. There's a formal dinner after. She has to bow out. She'll kill me.
A beautiful woman like that, married to a man like Pete. She must wonder sometimes, is that all there is? All there'll ever be?
Hi.
Hi.
You look... It's a very handsome suit.
Thank you. You look lovely.
Thanks. Come on in. I'll just be a second. Sorry you had to go all the way home to change.
Tux was in the locker room.
Huh. Well, that was silly. You should have just come here. I mean, what do we have a cabana for?
That might not have looked appropriate.
I see. And if Pete found out, you wouldn't want to end up like the tennis instructor.
Lovers and madmen
Excuse me?
have such seething brains, such shaping fantasies that apprehend more than cool reason ever comprehends.
Midsummer Night's Dream.
It's one of my favorite plays.
Mine too.
Really.
I was getting my master's in English Lit when I met Pete. Every year I keep meaning to go back and finish it, but...
Should.
Yeah. Pete hates the idea. All that money for what, he says. Sit around all day memorizing a bunch of dead words. Thinks I should learn how to deal with life. Want to get out of the house, go to work. I don't know, maybe he's right.
Sometimes I hold it half a sin.
To put in words the grief I feel. For words like nature half reveal
And half conceal the soul within.
Do I seem that sad?
No.
Yes, I do.
I'm sorry, you can't come in here without an
Your hands
You're going to have
off
to
me, you
leave.
stupid fat pig!
Now, ma'am, you're making a scene.
What's going on?
Ma'am, this
Her
is
again.
a private-
Crazy woman thinks the company cheated her out of her inheritance. I better take care of this. It may take a while.
Oh, no, you go ahead. I'll explain to Chaz.
Thank you. I had a wonderful evening.
Hey, listen now. Ow! Listen, I want to talk to you. See? No, ow, slow down. Okay, look, I want to talk to Jim Prophet. I want to talk to him right
I'll
now.
handle this with Very well, sir.
You're hurting me.
I told you I'd get in touch with you tomorrow.
Well, I got lonely.
Well, Bobby, when are you gonna learn to trust me?
How about never? Where the hell are we?
It's a surprise.
Great. You're living like this, and I'm in that dump.
It's not my place, Bobby. It's yours.
What?
Paid in full. Free and clear.
Really?
Huh?
Oh, Jimmy.
It's one of the best buildings in town. You know why? Privacy. The walls are 3 feet thick. You could do anything in this place, and nobody'd ever know.
Wow. That's great.
You could even scream your head off. Nobody'd ever hear you.
Never was much of a screamer.
That's not what I remember. You know, I bet you could even fire a gun here. Nobody'd hear a thing. That's the kind of money they spend on this building. What's the matter? You're shaking.
It's cold in here.
Buy yourself something more. You can afford it.
You sure you want to get into this with me?
Positive.
Okay. Now, remember, Jazz gets a new mistress every year, usually someone in the company. Now, here's how the pool works. It's $5 a name.
Thank you, Aileen.
Let me tell you where the smart money is. Aileen Morton.
Cosmetics.
Her division does nothing but lose money, and she's making $250,000 a year. How else do you explain it?
We need to talk, Gail. We know this was typed on your computer.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Gail, I know you didn't do it alone. We need to know who made you do it.
I can't.
Forget it, Gail. It's over. Either you tell us who it was right now, or we call the police.
I'm sorry. Mr. Walters, I had no choice.
Who was it?
It was Jim Prophet.
Say, Jim.
Jack, how are you?
Well, I'm good, Jim. I'm really good, but you're not so good, are you?
Not sure I understand.
Well, let me lay it out for you. I know what you did to Gail. I know what you did to me. Gotcha.
Jack, I know you've been under a lot of
I
pressure.
see why you went right by me. Boy, you are some piece of business.
Maybe we can sit down and talk about this.
Get your resume in shape, Jim. Get yourself a good lawyer, because you are out of here.
Gail, I really wish you'd have come to me before you went to Jack.
What was I supposed to do? Joanne found the memo. I can't do this anymore. I won't. Mr. Walters is a good man.
He's a good man. He's a very good man. But we have a problem.
You can't scare me anymore.
I'm not trying to scare you, Gail. I just want you to take a look at this new audit I ran. You're gonna see that somebody's embezzled $200,000 from the company using that system of yours.
What?
And we're not talking a few $100s a month for Mom's health care. This is a felony, Gail.
That's it. When Joanne gets here, I'm just going to tell the police everything.
But it's your system. Your access codes. It's even your lucky numbers. It's not good, Gail. Not good for you or your mother. By the way, how is she? Have you spoken to her lately?
What?
Why don't you give her a call? Okay.
St. John's.
Sarah Connor's room, please.
I'm sorry, she's no longer a patient.
What do you mean she's not there? This is her daughter.
I believe they moved her to Weller Hospital.
Weller Hospital? What is she doing?
A family member came in.
Well, who signed her out? I don't have a husband. No, never mind. Thank you.
She's in a private room now. With around-the-clock care, intensive therapy, and one of the finest hospitals in the country.
But the money.
It's all taken care of. You'll never have to pay another hospital bill as long as you live. You have company. Just ask yourself one question. What's the best thing for Gail here?
Gail, it's Joanne.
Hi. This is Jeff Sherman. He'll be videotaping your testimony. May we come in?
I can't talk to you.
What?
I'll only talk to Mr. Grayson.
Look, Gail.
I'm sorry, I can't talk to you.
Very good. Very good. Hey. Listen. It's okay. Everything's going to be all right from now on.
To copy someone's handwriting is more than a simple act of forgery. It's not enough to understand the mechanics. You have to understand the person. How their large, looping L indicates great trust in others. Perhaps a bit too much.
Gail, all we want is to get to the bottom of this. Who leaked the AP files to the Trib, and who forged that memo to Jack Walters?
You told us it was Mr. Prophet.
Is that true, Gail?
I did say that it was Mr. Prophet, but he didn't have anything to do with it.
Who did?
Mary Miller.
Mary Miller.
Why?
She felt passed over. She wanted Mr. Walters' job.
And she made you fake the memo?
Why did you do it?
This is very difficult. Mary and I are lovers. I mean, we were until I realized that she was just using me to get to Mr. Walters.
And, what about that money you embezzled, Gail?
No, I didn't take anything. She did to blackmail me because she knew that I wouldn't hurt Mr. Walters. She's sick. She's very, very sick.
Why did you tell us it was Mr. Prophet?
She told me to blame it on the new guy, but I just can't keep lying for her anymore.
Can you prove any of this, Gail?
These are letters she wrote me.
Well, nothing said here. We'll leave this room. You can go now, Gail. Jim, I'll see to it the situation is rectified.
If I might make a suggestion, firing Mary at this point would be a publicity nightmare. Gay rights, sexual discrimination.
Can't take any more bad press right now.
Her contract is up.
So we don't renew it. No explanation required. Well, Joanne, that wraps it up.
Not quite.